Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. My name is Sensei and we are here for an amazing pump stream. Welcome in everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be an amazing show. I'm so happy I can share this moment with you guys. We're going to go through the technical analysis. We're going to go through the charts, but look at that candle up over 10% today, up now 12% on XRP and XLM. Oh my God, look at XLM, up 19% again today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's just make sure everything's okay, and I think it is. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's get straight into the show. You might notice I've got something on the top left, top super chat. I'm going to add that to the show. For whoever has the highest super chat will be recognized. I always want to recognize the people that support the show. I'm going to put the music on to begin with, and then we're going to get into technical analysis. Let's make sure everyone starts tuning in. Let me just turn that off, and I'll turn the alerts on as well. So what I'm going to do is put the music on. We're going to get ready for a massive show. Welcome everyone into the show. Here's our favorite song, Phoenix.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
We have a poll running right now. Is XRP going to hit $3 today? Let me know in the poll. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe if you haven't done so before. Let's get it rolling.
Electric bullish.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire.
We are celebrating before we get into the price action of the chart. Make sure you hit the like button. We're waiting for everyone to come into the show, and then we'll start it in 30 seconds time. Thank you, Matthias, for your super chat. You've got the top spot.
Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform it up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform it up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. My name is Sensei. I'm the XRP man. So they call me the man, the myth, the legend. I'm not sure if they do. I might as well give myself the title. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I am incredibly excited to share this moment with you guys. XRP currently sat at $2.83. It's had a pump that we rarely see. But when they come hard and fast. Only a couple days ago, I brought this chart to you. What was the chart? Well, it was one of the biggest breakouts in XRP's history. XRP has had a rising pattern, and then it went into a parallel triangle. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. A parallel triangle. I forgot the trading name for it, but it's a wedge pattern with a rising lows, higher lows, lower lows. It was waiting for decision. It was full of accumulation. And what happened since was that breakout over there. We brought it to you live on the show, and now we are seeing massive follow through. The RSI is at the highest and is higher than the levels we saw back when we saw all-time highs at $3.40, but not as high as the levels we saw when we first pushed up from 50 cents to $3. So there's plenty of room to run on the RSI. Before we get any further into the price action, I need to say probably the most important thing I'm going to say during the show, which is nothing I say is financial advice. Please do not buy, please do not sell based on anything I'm saying. This is my thoughts, my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor. Everyone's situation is different. So please do your own due diligence and research. We can see XRP go to $10 in 7 days. Martyn did a stream on it. I alluded to it earlier, and now it's becoming more likely. Why would I even say such a thing? Well, because when XRP starts moving, it moves fast. If I bring your attention to the other chart we use over here on XRP, remember XRP was at 50 cents on in November of 2024. And this is when, and I'll show you why this move occurred and the similarities in a second. But I'm wondering if I should make this into a video. I probably should. So I'm going to start it again. This is going to go out later as well. So if you're watching live, congratulations to you. You don't have to watch the video. It'd be nice if you do, but you don't have to watch the video. But I'm going to make it for the audience that might be at work, might be asleep, whatever. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We're seeing incredible price action here on XRP. We are seeing the breakout of a generation on XRP. We brought this live to you, and we're potentially going to see XRP hit $10 in 7 days. I'll explain to you exactly my thoughts on that. Before I go any further in this video, nothing I say is financial advice. This is my thoughts and opinions only. Please do not buy or sell based on anything I'm saying. That would be a very unwise decision. I am dubiously speculating, and this is for entertainment purposes only. We are looking at this massive breakout on XRP when everyone was selling out of XRP, not the core XRP army, but when the traders that were coming in were selling out, and we had the constant noise from the Bitcoin maxis, from the other altcoins armies. They were saying XRP is a stable coin, XRP is going sideways, XRP doesn't move, XRP is going to zero, XRP is centralized exchange, XRP is a banker's token, all the rah-rah they were giving us. And now look at that candle. One of the best 3-day candles we've ever seen. On the last 3 days, it's up 23%. We have seen something similar occur before where we're up 49% on the 3 days and also 25% previously as well. So this isn't, we're gonna, this isn't just random. This is because of institutional adoption. This is because Brad Garlinghouse went to Senate. This is because of the charting structure. This is because Bitcoin broke out to all-time highs. This is because Bitcoin dominance hit its target. And I'll be explaining to you how it's possible for XRP to hit $10 in 7 days. Look, before I get into it, it's not the most likely scenario. I don't think if if someone had a gun to my head, do you think XRP is going to hit $10 in 7 days? I'd say no. But there is certainly a case for it, and you guys need to understand that case, especially when you're seeing unprecedented candles like we are seeing today on XRP. And it's not limited to XRP. The sister token XLM, one that I've always been an advocate for, not only because of the technology of XLM, but because it always follows XRP. And that is already up 42% over the last 3 days. So this isn't isolated to XRP, but XRP, in my opinion, is certainly leading this race. So before we get any further, please do hit the like button. Let's see if we can get 500 likes on this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. We are trying to get to 90,000 subscribers. Why? Because that starts the countdown to 100,000. And I think you'd be surprised to know, if I can bring this image up on screen, there we go. 90% of you guys are not subscribed. The people that watch our videos, 90% aren't subscribed. The live viewers all subscribed, all members, but 90% of you that are watching the videos aren't subscribed. What are you doing? Help us reach our target of 90,000, then the countdown to 100,000. We are a crypto channel. We're not a crypto channel, sorry. We're not a crypto channel, but we are the only channel, in my opinion, there might be a few others, but most channels are here to just get clicks. Most channels are here to give you fake news, like genuinely fake news. Like XRP is going to $1,000 next month. XRP's $589 is baked into the price. All random things for clicks. The Fed is using XRP. There's enough good news not to try and get engagement or scam people in those ways. We're the only channel that, if you look around the screen, we're not sharing AI trading bots. We're not sharing you leverage position, how to leverage trade on KuCoin so that we earn money when you lose money, because they know you're going to lose money, because 95% of day traders do lose money. So they're promoting leverage trading for new beginners, which is basically promoting gambling. Other people actually openly promote gambling as well. They can do what they want. We don't do that here on the show. So please do consider subscribing. We bring to you all the crypto XRP news, plus stocks, as well as a beautiful community Martyn has built on this channel. So 7 days, $10. What am I talking about? Well, the first thing is we've got a massive breakout on this trading structure, and the target is all-time highs on this specific trading structure. That's step one. Step one is breaking all-time highs, and then it's uncharted territory when everyone starts FOMOing in. So first step is ticked. We've got a structure here which is basically pointing to all-time highs. Secondly, we've got the RSI, which is approaching the overbought territory. On the 3-day, it's just poking through the overbought territory. On the daily time frame, it's already in the overbought territory, and on the weekly time frame, it's not even close to the overbought territory. So let me tell you one thing. All of you might have gone, oof, we're in the overbought territory. This is terrible. We can't do this. We need to sell. We're overbought. We're overbought. Look, do what you want. Sell, buy, hold. Your decision. Do what you want. My decision is I'm going to hold. Why? Because historically, if you sold every single time you hit the overbought territory on the RSI, and I use the RSI, but not just as we're overbought, I sell, we're oversold, I buy. Every single time, if it went into the overbought territory and you sold, you would miss out on basically 90% of the gains of that token. And I'm not joking. You look back and you go, well, over here, XRP back in November of 2024 went into the overbought territory at around 60 cents. 3 weeks later, it was at $3. So you would have missed out on all those gains because you sold out because you were scared that you were in the overbought territory. You would have missed out on 400% gains if you sold when the weekly time frame went into the overbought territory. We're not even on the overbought territory on the weekly time frame. If you go into the daily time frame and you apply the same logic on XRP, and this is the same with any other asset, you would have sold XRP at around 60 cents. And then you would have missed out again. You would have missed out on 400% gains in less than a month. So just because you're overbought, in my opinion, it's actually a bullish thing. It means the momentum's there. It means everyone's FOMOing in. It means the bulls are very much in control. So some people might take that as a negative, but I think those people are idiots. I take it as a positive. And as we're speaking, XRP is at $2.90. Absolutely incredible. Let me make sure these screens don't turn off. Let me do that. Okay. So those are two reasons. One, we're in the overbought territory. Brilliant. I love that. Number two, massive breakout taking us to all-time highs targets. Brilliant. I love that. All-time highs. What does that mean? Well, there's no overhead resistance as such. I do have Fibonacci zones, etc., but there's no formal previous price action at those levels. So the sky's the limit, as to say, when you break all-time highs. So those are two big things already. Number three is when, if we go back to this chart over here, when we broke out of about the key level at that point was 65 cents. In this case, it's either $3.50 or $3. We went up fast and quick. We went up fast and quick. We went up from XRP 19 days, 345%. 19 days, 345%. If you take where we are now and you take us 345% or even 300%, you're looking at XRP being close to the $11 mark. So is it going to be a week or is it going to be 2 weeks? I'm sure none of us care if it's going to be a week or 2 weeks. However, the point I'm making is it's fast. When it starts, it gets going quickly. And then we've got possibilities of, and follow me on X because I always bring out the information on X as well as the newsletter. The newsletter, every single day, you get the 5 most important things of the day, the charts of the day, and we release the newsletter every single morning. So if you're investing in crypto, then you need to be part of the Sensei Insights newsletter. The link is the first in the description. Every single day, we give you the news on crypto, the charts, and everything. So I bring out the news, both those places. The newsletter, of course, is much more detailed and you get all the news stories. But on X, I've got the news as well. So let me refresh the X account. And there's so many bullish catalysts for XRP. And I've said XRP is exploding $10 in 7 days. We've got this massive structure. We've also got breaking $2.62. The target is $3, then all-time highs. You had massive accumulation. All that time where everyone was complaining, that was, in my opinion, all accumulation. The ETF. The ETF could be announced any day now. We have the Bitcoin ETF, we have the Ethereum ETF. And I've always said it's not a matter of the ETF coming out and that's definitely going to lead to a pump. It has to, a few things have to play out at the same time. We need to have a pump like this, which is going crazy as we speak during this live show. I mean, oh my God. Look at that. $3 today, as I said. Here we go. Oh my God. If you get an ETF announced, for example, right now, if we had an XRP ETF announced right now, we would blast, in my opinion, again, we would blast through all-time highs. We would go to $10 like there's no tomorrow, in my opinion, because that news, that sentiment, if it comes out when the market is looking like this, that's when FOMO will kick in to people that are not invested. And people that might already be invested, and FOMO will kick in and it will just be liquidation of shorts. Institutions will be panicking, retail will be panicking, everyone would be buying this like there's no tomorrow. So ETF news is around the corner. The 245-day deadline for XRP ETF is in October. September, October is when the official deadline is. They can approve at any time and then they can extend it throughout that. But once it comes to October, there is no extension. It's either approval or denial. And I'm basically 95% confident, just like Bloomberg analyst, 95% chance that an XRP ETF will be announced this year. And if it gets announced within the next 7 days, we can go to $10, in my mind, no doubt. So we've got that catalyst as well. We've also got the SEC meeting behind closed doors, and we have that news in the newsletter as well. Let me see if I can bring it to you right now. It was in the newsletter, I think was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Let me bring you to yesterday's newsletter. Well, firstly, we had Brad Garlinghouse urges Senate to pass Crypto Clarity Act. We've got 3 legislations coming through that are very pro-Ripple. Remember, Ripple and XRP are slightly separate. You buy XRP, you're not investing in Ripple, you're buying an asset. But Ripple is the main user of XRP, the main developer on the XRP ledger, the main holder of XRP. And another point, another side note, everyone says, wow, we hate that the fact that Ripple holds so much XRP. It's not decentralized. Firstly, it was a gift. Secondly, it doesn't mean it's not decentralized. The nodes are all over the world. But thirdly, what I love the most is the fact that they're holding so much XRP. In my opinion, they want XRP to do well. We already know they want XRP to do well, but if you've got a financial interest in the token doing well, which they sort of do because they hold so much XRP on their balance sheet, they want the price to do well. So they're going to continue to adopt XRP, continue to build out XRP, continue to help XRP's price grow, in my opinion, because they have a vested interest in XRP performing well because it's a massive part of their balance sheet. And then we had Ripple CEO go to Senate. Everyone said it's a nothing burger. It sort of was. Nothing much was said. They were scared to ask Brad Garlinghouse questions, etc., etc. However, he was there. He was talking to senators, and there's three massive acts going through: the Crypto Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act. They're all going through, and they will benefit Ripple more than anyone. Why? Because Ripple has always been a regulation first company that always wanted to get the regulation in. That's why the SEC lawsuit was so unlawful. Because they're always engaged with the SEC. They wanted clarity. Regulation by enforcement, I think, is a thing of the past now. The SEC case could be coming to a close. I'll come on to that shortly. But Brad Garlinghouse went to Senate. It was a monumental time. We do actually have the XRP mug available for sale. This is Senator. XRP is not a security. I'll leave the link for this in the description. If you're watching live, I'm giving you the link right now. It's only available for a limited number. You can get that and the XRP t-shirt for 25% off together. But the reason I made this mug is because I want to remember this day, and some of my viewers also want to remember this day because it's monumental. He went there, he spoke to these senators pushing for these clarity bills come out. They won't benefit anyone as much as Ripple. Why? Because Ripple has always been engaged in dialogue. They've always wanted regulation. They want to know what their bounds are so they can build within the law with knowing what the law is, so that they can really make their processes efficient, know where their business is heading, and they'll crush the competition. And if Ripple does well, in my opinion, XRP will do well as well. So Ripple Labs CEO Brad Garlinghouse appeared before the US Senate Banking Committee on July the 9th during a hearing titled From Wall Street to Web3, pressing lawmakers to pass the Clarity Act and other market structure reforms. Garlinghouse emphasized that the regulatory uncertainty has stifled innovation and pushed talent abroad, citing Ripple's recent legal win against the SEC, which concluded that XRP is not a security. And that is key. XRP is not a security. No other cryptocurrency has that clarity apart from maybe Bitcoin. But XRP is not a security. That is the law of the land, and that case could be coming to a close very, very shortly, in a matter of days. And how do we know that? Well, again, news from our own newsletter, not fake news, real news, fact-checked news. And I'll give you the link again, first link in the description and in the comments. If you're watching live, there it is. Do sign up to the newsletter as well. The SEC had a closed-door meeting yesterday. And in that meeting, what was cited, I'll tell you what was cited. I'll read from this because, in my opinion, it's very clear to me that they discussed XRP, and I'm very confident they're going to drop the case. And that's another fuel to add to the fire of XRP, to keep that gasoline going into the fire, to keep that fire burning, because XRP doesn't look like it wants to stop, all the way up to $2.97 XLM as well. As I said, it'll be more volatile than XRP to the upside. XLM now up 25% on the day. So that is incredible. So back to the catalyst that can push it to $10. Let me read this quickly, and then I'll go back to charts and some other reasons I am expecting $10. The US Security and Exchange Commission will hold a closed-door meeting at 2 p.m. This is from yesterday's newsletter on July the 10th. That was yesterday. As noted in its official Sunshine Act notice, this was their closed-door meeting. This is what we found, the Sunshine Act notice. They've already had this meeting, and what the subject of the matter of the closed meeting will consist of the following topics: institutional and settlement of injunctive actions. What could that be about? Institutional and settlement of administrative proceedings. Resolution of litigation claims. Other matters relating to examination and enforcement of proceedings. I wonder what that was about. I think we all can make our assumptions. Prompting speculation, of course. Although the SEC did not name specific cases, they can't, it's closed door, they wouldn't do that. The timing has drawn attention given the ongoing legal battle of Ripple Labs over the status of XRP. Legal observers and crypto traders are watching closely for signs that the SEC may withdraw its appeal, a move that could shift the trajectory of high stakes case. XRP rose. Well, back then it was $2.34. You can see how quickly we're moving now. Any settlement or procedural pivot in the Ripple case could set a significant precedent for US regulatory stance on digital assets. A favorable resolution for Ripple may solidify XRP's standing and catalyze broader market reactions across crypto assets. Investors should look for formal statements from the SEC as implications could be immediate and far-reaching. I predict that the SEC will come out and drop this case this month. It could be as early as next week, and that can help continue this fire burning with XRP continuing to move towards the upside. Wow, so that's another big thing that can happen this week. I'm just replying to, didn't mean to use capitals, replying to Martyn as we are streaming. So that is another catalyst. And you just have to look back in XRP's price action and understand how XRP trades. I've been buying XRP and I've been investing in XRP for years and years and years, over 5 years. And I can probably more, maybe 7, 8 years now. And I can start seeing trends. When crypto dumps, XRP absolutely dumps faster. But when crypto pumps and when XRP starts moving fast, I know what the issue is. When I've just realized my camera resolution is not as good as before. It's because I called in via Ecamm Live before onto Martyn's stream and I didn't reset it. So I apologize, but hopefully the charts are clear for you guys. And the camera resolution is normally better than this. I've started to understand the trends of XRP and how it moves very fast. One example was what we've basically all of us have witnessed back in November of 2024, a 400% move in 21 days. One was 2021, but remember 2021, they dropped the lawsuit on XRP. So that did stifle that bull run. They completely suppressed the price last cycle. But even then, it moved up 400% in 28 days. But when you look back at 2017 and you see what happened there, when XRP wasn't as popular, when XRP didn't have the legal clarity, when XRP was just another random altcoin, when XRP didn't have all this building on it, when there was no tokenization, when there was no proper XRP ledger with all the building on it, XRP went from a price of 24 cents all the way up to $3 and to the all-time highs, $3.30, $3.50, 1,300%, and it did it all in, I'll tell you exactly the number of weeks, I think it was 4 weeks. 4 weeks, it did 1,400% gains. 4 weeks. 4 weeks, it did 1,400% gains. I mean, if that doesn't show you XRP once it gets moving, it gets moving fast. I don't know what you want to hear. What else to understand that XRP can move fast once it gets going. From these levels, if we go 1,300%, we're looking at possibly $33. That is potentially a target this cycle. It's my highest target I have for this cycle. I don't think we're going to go up that far. I think we'll go possibly to $10, maybe shoot past it. If we go to $10 next week and Bitcoin hasn't even gone to its main targets, then yes, we can go higher. But my main target's around that $10 mark this cycle. $10 to $15, $8 to $15, around that mark. And then a bear market sell-off, and then $50 to $100 next cycle. So that's my thoughts on XRP, and that's why I think you can hit $7 within a week. So do stay tuned with us. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Until next time, there'll be two videos up here. Take care of yourselves and each other. So let me go and look at your comments. That's a video that's going to come out later. You can see I've got a new feature. I'm going to test it out. I want to recognize the people that support the show. Not only do you get your comments and super chats read out, if you do a super chat, and Matthias he gets a spot at the top, at top super chat, Matthias with $20. Thank you, Matthias, for this is now my full-time job. When I stream, I now earn money. So thank you guys so much for always supporting this show. And I love the community. I would do this for free as well. I obviously have for a very long time. Because the show wasn't earning any money. We were doing this at 30 viewers. 30 viewers were watching us when we were doing the exact same streams when the SEC dropped the case. And now we're here with 741 people watching. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm going to give you a round of applause, because I appreciate all of you, and it's a great privilege to come on live and share my thoughts with you and share this historic moment where XRP just did the biggest pump I've seen in a while for XRP. 14% up on the day. How incredible is that? Of course, we're going to get some intraday sell-offs, and we are selling off a little bit. You can look at XLM, and XLM is up still 25% on the day. What is Bitcoin doing during all of this? Just as predicted, sideways. Just as predicted, sideways. Why? I even forgot to mention on the video, was Bitcoin dominance hit its target. And when Bitcoin dominance hit its target last cycle, not last cycle, last year, end of last year, beginning of this year, we hit the target of 60%. And I said there could be an altcoin season now. And I was very confident because I started buying altcoins. That was the end of the bear market. Bitcoin dominance drops about 11%. Bitcoin pumped up, Bitcoin went sideways, altcoins pumped, outperformed Bitcoin, and Bitcoin dominance went down. Ever since, Bitcoin has been growing, Bitcoin dominance has gone up all the way up to 66%. And once we reach those levels, I mean, the charts don't lie. If you've been following us every single day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bitcoin dominance hit its target, and ever since it's been selling off because the altcoins have been outperforming, and Bitcoin once again can drop another from these levels that we are currently another 6%. That means 6% of Bitcoin's market cap could go into the altcoins, / more money can come into the altcoins. So it's looking very bullish for the altcoin season. Remember, I don't give financial advice, my thoughts and opinions. Let me go into the live chat. Do hit the like button if you're live with us. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you appreciate all the information, let's see if we can pump up my X account. That would be amazing. Right now, I'm sat at, let me refresh my X. I'm trying to get to 1,500. What are we at now? 1,100. Let's see if we can get to 1,200. There must be 90 people here that haven't followed my X. There's my X link. Please go and let me actually make this my pinned post as well. I'm going to pin this post. Once you go onto my profile, go and spread the word of $10 in 7 days. I'm not spreading the word of $1,000 in 2 days or all that sort of stuff. I'm spreading the word of a potential setup of a $10 in 7 days, and I make my case down below. So I'm going to give you the link to this X post as well. I'm going to copy the link, go and retweet it. Let's see if we can get to 50 retweets. It's free, no cost. Just press the retweet, hit the like button when you're there, and go and follow my X. That would be greatly appreciated. How are we doing here? 89,105 subscribers. We can hit 90,000 subscribers today. That would be awesome. Let me go into the chat. Let me go and keep an eye on XRP as well in the background. I mean, look, it's just incredible when you look at it. It seems so obvious, doesn't it? And we made it very obvious for you. Look at that breakout. And it's halfway there already. Incredible. 3 days after the breakout, we're halfway there. Wow. How's the poll doing? $3 XRP today. 89% of you say yes. Wow. $3 today. Well, I mean, we got super close, didn't we? We got super close. $2, and I mean, we got so close. That is incredible. We got so close to $3, and we've got the man, the myth, the legend, the real one, Martyn Lucas, live on the stream. How are you doing, Martyn?
I'm doing great, mate. I can't believe today. It's just been absolutely fantastic. What an exciting day to see it like this. And thank you to bring XRP to me and the audience. So what we're going to do, Sensei, how long would you like to stream for? Stream as long as you want.
I could maybe another 20 minutes. I don't want to take up your time
Okay,
with the members reviews and all that. I know you've got a lot planned today.
that's okay. Perfect. Okay, so on the hour then, I will go live, which is in 15 minutes from now. Then I'll make it 5 past, so you got the 20 minutes. There you go. 5 past the hour, I'll go live. I've got a members review. We're going to do Big Bear AI. This is interesting. Soundhound, Big Bear AI. Digital data centers. You're going to like this. So I'm going to cover this in a few moments. It's members only stream. So it'll be a very nice, relaxed stream, and there'll be time for one more. Whoever super chats the top will get their review. But the one I'm set for now is Big Bear AI, and straight after that, that'll be it. There'll be no closing bell this afternoon. We have our big XRP event tonight on the music channel. If you'd like to join us for that, it's XRP Action for Change. I will put the link to it in the chat, so Sensei might want to share it out, I'm sure. But let me just drop that in the chat now. There you go. A couple of times you can see it stands out. That is the event tonight at 4 p.m. Central Time. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to hand you back to Sensei. In 20 minutes time, I'll be live for an analysis of Big Bear AI, and then it will go out eventually as its own video over the weekend. And then I'll be back at 4 p.m. Central Time tonight on the music event channel for our XRP special. And when this stream finishes, it'll take you directly to the analysis show, and the analysis show will take you directly to the music show tonight. That's it from me. Thanks ever so much, Sensei. I'll hand it back to you. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Martyn. Always great having you on the show. We look forward to that music event. It's going to be a great one. There's a wedding going on as well as an XRP party. The link is in the chat. Do go and bookmark that event. Does everyone like the new feature? I'm going to leave the top super chat there because Matthias has donated $20 for his for just putting his thoughts and sharing his love. If I can remember what he said was it's over here. Sensei, my brother, I love you. Matthias, I love you too. Thank you for the super chat. Does everyone like that new feature? Just showcasing the supporters of the channel. Let me know in the chat. $3 today. 600 votes. 89% of you said yes, that's going to happen. Well, we're going to continue to keep an eye on XRP throughout the day as well. It's possible but not realistic. I can see it going to the $5 range first. I agree with you. T Dizzy, you're not a member, you're just a subscriber, which is fine. We love all our viewers. I don't have to reply to your comment, but I'm going to, because I agree with you. It's possible, but it's not that realistic. It can go to $5 range first. Of course, it will go to the $5 range first because that's how it works. You have to go to $5 before you get to $10. So we can discount the second part of your comment. However, that's the point. And then again, Sophias basically answers the question straight away. Nothing's realistic in crypto. If you're not prepared, and this is the point I make all the time, every single day I make this point, and because it's the most important point. If you're not prepared for every scenario, you're going to lose. If you're not prepared to see a $10 XRP in 7 days, then you're not ready, because you need to be ready for the upside. You need to be prepared to see $10 in 7 days. You need to be prepared to see $5 in 7 days. You need to be prepared to see $2.84 in 7 days. You need to be prepared to see $2 in 7 days. You need to be prepared to see $1 in 7 days. But the reason I'm bringing the attention to 7 days, $10 is because when things go really bullish, and especially in crypto, when the tide change and the volatility comes and the bullishness comes, everything happens quickly. And if people aren't prepared for the volatility to come quickly, especially on the upside, the fact that people have been holding XRP for so long, they would be so annoyed that they didn't have the chance to sell at these higher levels because they weren't prepared. So I'm bringing attention to the fact that nothing is realistic in crypto. Everything is random. Not random, we know how to navigate the markets, but everything is not as you expect. It's not logical. Just like it's not logical that XRP is up 12% today. Of course, it's not logical. It's not logical that the S&P is at all-time highs when there's all this uncertainty away. in the world. It's not logical that we're overbought on XRP and that means that we're going to continue going higher. These things aren't very logical, but you have to understand that this is how the world works and this is how volatile speculative assets work in the crypto industry. Oh, he's about $10 by Monday. It's fine. It's the same thing. Suffice. It's the same thing. Yeah, Big Bear would have been great buyback before it's the start of May. Now it's back at the high. Thank you, Stacy. I'm just going to read some of your comments as well. Remember, if you do hit the like button, come over here and hit the like button. You can also come over here and give memberships or become a member. Let me give you the membership link if you want to become a member of the channel. Let me read some more of these comments. We're going to go over to Martyn in just about 10 minutes time. Yeah, about 10 minutes time. I heard the chickens when you called Martyn. Haven't heard here yet. Need a cup with Sensei's chickens. I apologize. The chickens like to make an entrance once in a while, or quite often in the morning show. Could the case be dropped today or the SEC taken day off? I don't think it'll be dropped on a Friday. No, I think it's more likely to be next week or the week after. Break above $3, and we could try for all-time highs. Yeah, $3. That's why it's resistance. Everyone goes, oh, well, XRP is selling off. Well, first of all, XRP is up 13% on the day, so don't cry too much about it selling off at $3. But the reason we got sold off at $3 was because that's an obvious level of resistance to me. That's the level that, if we go over to our one-day chart, you can see that's the level that we have in place. One of them was $2.30, $2.62, $3. After $3 is all-time highs, and then you start getting exciting. So after $3, I completely agree with you. All-time highs would be the next key level I would be looking at, and that's why things can start moving fast now. I don't want to take profit. I don't want to take profit, but we're going to have to bring ourselves to do it, aren't we? Watch some take profits after that. We push up hard. Are we going to all-time high today or what? Alex J, can happen. Not in my opinion. I think $3 might have been the top for today. And the poll, the poll voted yes, and we hit it. So there you go. I need it to be $2.98 to feel better about what I invested. Well, Eddie, you got $2.98 today, so congratulations to you. Told you $3 profits would, yep, see the trees. We've said, you've been obviously been watching the videos because we've been saying it for a long time that $3 is the level of resistance. Can I quit my 9 to 5 soon? Well, we hope so. It's never worth quitting your job, though. What are you going to do? Where are you going to get your income from? Sad Pies, I dropped 6K into an older pickup. Now I could have bought a newer one. One next week. It's fine. Things like this happen. We can't go back. If we always dwelled on the bad decisions we made, life would be awful. In the sense that we can reach $5 rang in 7 days time frame as opposed to $10. Yeah, it's more likely. Of course, it's more likely to hit $5 in the 7-day time frame than $10. Yes, Sab, it looks good. I wonder who, when requested that review. Good stock, good request. How to become a member. To become a member, here is the membership link. You go and click on that link. It says join. If you are on an iOS device, however, you might need to copy the link and take it to a browser. Take it to your browser and then a desktop version if you're on an iOS device. That's just because of Google and YouTube's agreement. XRP passed Pepper on market cap again. Yes, it did that yesterday, Saab, but thank you for bringing that to our it was before all of this anyway. If I bring you my main question is, has it passed Ethereum's market cap? Because remember, I calculate the market cap differently, how it's supposed to be calculated. And it might have. I think it's very close to Ethereum's market cap, because in coin market cap, they don't count the supply that Ripple holds as circulating supply, even though it is circulating supply. They're counting about 41 billion, not part of the circulating supply. So I think they're basically neck and neck. If you count that circulating supply, I think XRP might just be overtaking Ethereum today. But Ethereum seems to be up fairly nicely on the day as well. I haven't even seen Ethereum. It must be doing well. No, we saw the breakout yesterday, which made that was the go signal for altcoins. Another go signal. It must be doing well. Let me bring up the chart. ETH USD. What? Oh, I'm so happy I don't own that much Ethereum. It's down on the day. Ethereum is down on the day. What the heck? I mean, it broke out yesterday. There will be follow through coming. The main thing we want to see is a breakout from Ethereum to give the altcoins a go. But Ethereum is down on the day. Imagine being an Ethereum investor. Oh my god, down on the day. Imagine how much they hate the XRP, the HBAR, the XLM investors today. They're down on the day. XLM is up 22% on the day. XRP is up 10% on the day. ADA is up 9% on the day. We are seeing a sell-off in the markets occur right now. I'm sure Bitcoin's selling off as well. I hope this isn't to do with the broader US markets. Let's go to this S&P 500. The S&P 500 is selling off slightly, but yeah, it's nothing. I was just hoping it's not a really bad bit of news, but I don't think it is. I think it's just obviously profit taking at that $3 mark. So profits are being taken at $3. So be careful. This is fine. We're still up 9% on the day. $3 was always going to be resistance. That's why I made the poll $3. And we'll keep an eye on it, but still a monumental breakout. Have everyone followed me on X? Let me refresh this and go over here as well. There we go. 1,114 followers. Can we get to 1,150? Here is my X link. Let's see if we can pump up the followers on X as well. And 8 reposts on this $10 tweet. Let's see if we can share this out. If you have X, please click on these links, repost these to this tweet, and follow me on X as well. If you do want the newsletter, here is the newsletter link. I'm going to give it to you a few times. Here is the newsletter link. Please do go and subscribe. If you want the free training on Discord, everything to do with charts, here is the link for Discord. What else can I give you? The merchandise. I thought it was quite cool, but it's not selling out for some reason. I'm sure it will by the end of the week. There's only 5 available of this mug. You can see over here it actually says the stock. I've added that so you can see how many is left. The XRP is not a security mug. The best ever discount, the XRP mug, plus the XRP t-shirt as well. If you buy them, you will get a 25% discount off both. The best offer ever. You basically get a mug and a t-shirt for 45 quid. That is basically the best offer ever. Go and grab your mug because that's limited. There's only 5 available. There is the mug. XRP is not a security, a monumental day. It's Friday. People are pulling profits before the weekend. Yeah, but Eddie, crypto runs 24/7. And the US markets aren't even selling off that much. And if that's the argument, you would see the S&P 500 sell off more. Okay, we're going to move over to Martyn's stream. Oh, live at 10 past. We've got 10 minutes. Let me just make sure. Yes, we do. Brilliant. Okay. Is there any questions? And is there any chart requests? If you do a $5 super chat, you get to do a chart request. Right now, Matthias has the top spot for a super chat as well. If you want to take the top spot, you can do a larger super chat than Matthias, and you will live on that screen forever. I'm losing my mind. Why are you losing your mind, Esco Black? Why are you losing your mind? XRP's up a lot today. Why would you be losing your mind? What's happened? Let us know. We are a family here. It's okay. Let the paper hands sell and leave all the XRP to us. Exactly, Saab. They can get shaken because the funny thing is they will get shaken out and then they'll be buying higher. So then they'll be the ones pushing the price higher. 20 quid for a mug now. That's Mike Owen. I mean, these are exclusively made mugs. These mugs get arrived to you in about 4 days most of the time. Then we have to pay for the XRP logo license. Then we have to they're bigger mugs. They are the 15-ounce mugs. So we're talking about, and I'm happy that probably 5 quid profit within it, and then you have to pay for the store, all of that stuff. So it adds up once you're making 10 mugs at a time. If we were selling Walmart mugs, then yeah, maybe we can sell them for $5 a pop. But that's not what's going on. I'm sure most people understand. 25p worth of mug and £6 worth. EQ Clips, 25p worth of mug. If you can find me a mug for 25p, I mean, just send me the link. Thank you. I mean, we can't be asked for trolls like this. There's no point having you here. Bye. Love you, Sensei, and all your hard work and dedication and honesty. Thank you, Sandra. Honesty is what I mean, you can see Martyn's portfolio every single day. You can see that we always provide you with the truth. Is XRP going to retest $2.59? It certainly can. $2.60. It'll be probably like $2.65 might be the retest. Any news of the settlement yet? No, but we are expecting it soon. We know it was going to be. We know it was going to do correction people trimming. Yes, we knew. We knew. If you've been following the channel, you know that $3 is a major level of resistance. $6, $8, $10 target this week, all very possible. It's possible, but not that realistic yet. We've covered that comment. Have I missed any other members' comments? I'm going to go into members only mode as we end the show so I can answer all members' questions. Let me go into members only mode because we're also going to go into a members only stream as well right after this. Members. Oh no. I just did some. I accidentally exited what I wanted to do. I'm going to go into members only mode so that I can make sure I answer all members' questions. Members only. Save. There we go. Members only mode. We are in members only mode. Members, you can ask your questions now if you want to become a member. There is the membership link. What is XRP doing right now? How much that sell-off was pretty fast and big. 7% in half an hour. I mean, imagine you FOMO'd in up there and you've started a long position. You just got liquidated very badly. That is a massive drop. But you've still imagine that you've just had a over a 7% correction on XRP, but you're still up 10% on the day. Incredible. And imagine this on XLM. You are down. You've just had a 10% correction on XLM, but you're still up 23% on the day. I mean, you can't complain, can you? And XLM, just a couple of days ago, we were talking about the 41-cent target on XLM, and you were a cent away from that target. So congratulations to anyone in XLM. What a day. What a couple of days it's been on XLM. We need some red. What do you know about Flare Coin? I really do like Flare Coin, but that's something that will move randomly and towards the end of the rotation, because remember, it goes Bitcoin, then XRP, and then some of the coins related to XRP, then the smaller market cap coins as and when. But Flare is up 4% on the day. I do see Flare targeting possibly the cycle if XRP goes to those heights and Bitcoin continues to go up. I'm possibly looking at 5 to 10 cents. That's about 5 or 10x from where we are now, with the possibility of going to 20 cents and $1 in the future as well. So I'm quite bullish on Flare. Again, not financial advice, but I do like Flare and how they work with XRP. What else is in the market today? I can't believe Ethereum was down on the day. That's hilarious. I mean, I don't mean to laugh at any investors of Ethereum, but it's just what I've been seeing about everyone saying Ethereum so much better than XRP, and Ethereum was down on the day and XRP was up literally 15%. I would love to see Bitcoin head to its next target of 130,000. That will open up a lot more liquidity for XRP that can flow in. I'm going to go to your questions because we're about to go over to Martyn. We need some red. What do you know about Flare Token? Thank you, no worries. How can people be complaining? What a great day and the time to be alive. Exactly. How can you be complaining when don't forget even the price? The fact that you're on a computer, you're watching a live stream, you've got internet. You are very lucky to be here. If you are selling, means others are buying. All good. There you go, Saab. I don't think I'd be buying at this price though. I do think it'd go much higher, but I wouldn't be buying now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go over to Martyn's show, which is starting in just a couple minutes' time. Thank you, Martyn. Sorry about that. Yeah, we don't want the trolls here. Let me just go over to X one final time. Did we hit our target of 1,150? 1,190. If you haven't followed on X yet, please go and do that. Here is the X link. And we've got 9 retweets. Let's see if we can get a couple more retweets on this post as well and get it going viral so people know that XRP can move fast. $2.50 to $2.60 would be a good area to add to your position. Yeah, those are the two levels. Thank you, Cedar Trees, for your input. I know you like looking at the charts as well. But I would have to agree with you. Remember, oh wow, what a wick on XRP now to the upside. Let's see if we can make some of those gains back throughout the day. But it's coming down hard and fast now. $2.69, possibly an area to add in. $2.64, $2.62. To open in position, I'll possibly start adding here. I'll start adding at this zone over here, $2.62, and then $2.50 as well, because I don't see us going back to $2.30. So it might retrace to one of these 3 points, and we might be getting close. So I might need to go off stream and start opening some positions as we go down. I'll keep an eye on the XRP price action. XLM must be getting hammered as well. Not too badly, to be fair. Still both up. XRP's up 7%, XLM's up 20%, but it's getting volatile now. We need Martyn to just stream. As soon as I come on, everything just stops. XRP, ever since I've come on, I'm the bad luck, aren't I? We're down 8%. But to be fair, we didn't have this little pump before I came live, so, or maybe we did. I don't know. But XRP is coming down fast now. Oh my god, look at that! People are just going to get liquid. The amount of liquidations we're going to see on the market today is crazy. Let me just see if I can pull up the liquidation figures. And this number is going to be massive today. Probably maybe one of the biggest liquidation days. Let me see if I can get some of the liquidation data for you. I don't think it's refreshed yet. I don't think it's refreshed with this. 1.4 billion just wiped out the market liquidation wise today as a whole. I'll bring you this, but I don't think it's updated just yet. Let me bring you this now. XRP in the last hour, 20 million liquidations. Ethereum, 21 million liquidations. Over the last 4 hours, the shorts are now oh yeah, this is longs. In the last hour, $13 million worth of longs being liquidated. Over the last 24 hours, we've seen, over here you can see the figure, 1.39 billion liquidated in the markets. That's just money gone. In the past 24 hours, 291,000 traders were liquidated. The total liquidations come in at 1.39 billion. The largest single liquidation ever happened on HDX, Bitcoin USD, 88 million. If someone lost 88 million today, we need to feel sorry for that person. But 291,000 people got liquidated today. That's just crazy numbers. Absolutely crazy numbers. Shorts are getting liquidated mostly. Yeah, this is going to update and be even worse any second now. Okay, I can't. We're going to go over to Martyn's stream. Any final comments? Will they make an announcement about the case being completely over? Yes, they will, Eddie. They will. We will bring you that news as soon as it happens. Okay, not too much red now. $2.69 hit. Thank you, Cedar Trees. Is that the figure you gave? $2.60. You said. Okay. Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This stream is going to take you directly to Martyn's stream. Let me give you the link for Martyn's stream. He is starting any minutes now. Here is the link. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Another great day. Make sure you are subscribed. One final look at the subscriber count. I can't help myself, but look, 89,142. Thank you. We look forward to 90,000 and the road to 100,000, keeping you guys at the forefront of our mind. Everything we do is for the viewers. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Stay where you are. Click that link. Go to Martyn's stream.